Had a pretty good sleep last night. Slept in the shelter. It was pretty nice. Didn't have no mice running around or anything like that. Wind really picked up about 6 o'clock this morning, so it's been kind of windy and misty. It's about 51 degrees. I'm going to try to get the Siler Bald shelter today. Set us up pretty good, for the next leg of the trip. Some coyotes come through. Well, they said it was coyotes. It didn't sound like no coyote I'd ever heard at the house, but anyway, a couple of them came in kind of close, but I think that's just marking their territory on it. But anyway, see if we can get through some of this wind today and see if there's any views. Yesterday there wasn't really anything to see. I know after we passed that fire tire, a girl coming up, Laura, she's coming up behind us. Probably about 45 minutes later, cleared off where she got a little bit of a view from the top of it. I bet you the deer like this in here in the spring and summer where this grass is at. Been generally flat through here, a little downhill now. There's uphill leaving out of the shelter earlier this morning, but nice little area. Still foggy and windy, but makes for a cool day to hike in. It ain't so blistering hot that you can't stand it. We're coming up on the turn back for the Spence Field shelter. You gotta walk off trail. I'm not gonna walk down through there, but anyway, right here's the turn back. It's about 50 degrees this morning. So you just flop back through there. This is coming up Rocky Top, a little field right before the summit. Sun's trying to peek through, but it's got to burn all this fog and stuff off. I don't know if this is the Rocky Top in the song, but it is rocky up here. Look at all them rocks. Whew. Lord have mercy. Tell you what, it's blowing you around up here. I'm gonna get off. I can't handle that. Gosh almighty. Well, this is before you hit the Thunderhead Mountain. You can see Rocky Top where it was at a while ago. going up Thunder Ridge. This is a good little corridor down through here to keep the wind off of you. I like it. Just come out of Beech Nut Gap. You can see the clouds coming in, crossing the mountain. I think we're right. It's just going to be one of those days. I'm going to duck in here at Derrick Knob Shelter real quick. I am soaked to the bone, and I'll grab me some lunch, but it's about 1 o'clock. It's been spitting rain and wind and everything else, and between sweating in this rain gear and then the chilliness, it's been about 50 degrees since we crossed Rocky Top. So I'm gonna go down here and swing in here and see if I can get dried off some. Tell you what, it's a beautiful morning this morning. I'm glad to see the sun's out after the past 2 days. I still have trouble talking and climbing a hill. But anyway, I got to the Derrick Knob Shelter yesterday. It's about 1 o'clock, maybe a little bit after. I was actually going to eat me some lunches. Raining and wind, but I was soaked through. I mean, so I was trying to get warm, and it wasn't 5 minutes after I got underneath the shelter, I think the good Lord just opened up the clouds, and it come a monsoon wash and wind and everything else. So the other people I was hiking with, they had made it. They was soaked through too from the rain. So we just made the decision after we got a weather forecast it was going to rain the rest of the day, and we still had a little bit of a climb, about 1,700 feet to go up to the Siler Bald Shelter. So we just called it for the day and got warmed up, and as the night went on it was still raining and stuff. People came in. You talk about a full shelter. It was packed full, and it leaked right in the middle of it, so it was leaking on the top bunk and the bottom bunk. So everybody's packed in like sardines. But it was a pretty good night. It was an experience trying to get up and use the bathroom. I was over in the corner trying to get up without disturbing everybody, but got it done. There was no mice running around in there, just in there packed like sardines. But so we stopped, we decided to call it yesterday, and then took out this morning, hit the trail about 8 o'clock, and I guess it got down to about 43 last night, something from what my thermometer said. It's about 45 this morning so far, but we're going to try to get to Mount Collins Shelter. It's really the only shelter that makes sense to get to, which is right past Clingmans Dome, but we won't know until, we get a little further in. But anyway, that's what our plans is for today. I think everybody that was in the shelter last night has got the same thoughts going to Mount Collins, but we're going to do our darndest. But anyway, it's a beautiful morning. I hope to see some views today. A lot. I mean, yesterday had its beauty too, and a lot of the stuff you just had to see it firsthand. A picture wouldn't pick it out, but Man, after that storm come through and getting warmed up, it took me till about 10 o'clock last night to get warmed from being soaked through. But just wrapped up and we played some, we made up a game of go fish and everything. And it is beautiful through here. It is just plain out gorgeous. Sun shining up here on this. Been walking a ridge line most of the morning. There ain't really no good views. But I love these ridge tops. It's got the grass and stuff in it. Sometimes you can look and the way some of these trees is shaped, you can see like, looks like it might have been an old chimney or something or other, but turns out just a big old tree stump. Siler's Ball going up. Here's Seth coming up the hill. Camera don't do it justice. I'm about 196.2. Man, this is just gorgeous. Pretty little grove area. Welcome to the, I guess what they call the Enchanted Forest. Might see Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, I guess. Or whoever else lives in an enchanted forest. It's beautiful through here, though. We're going up, walking up Clingmans Dome from Double Springs. All that cedar run along the ground and that moss. It's beautiful. Looking west, coming up Clingmans Dome. Look at all them evergreen trees. Still climbing, but man, this view is gorgeous. This makes up for all the rain we had, just this view. I'm up here at Clingmans Dome, mile 200. This is Clingmans Dome looking south back toward Standing Indian Mountain and Choa Bald and everything. We're going back around through here to the western view. Looking toward Thunderhead Mountain, Gregory Bald, Shuck Shack in the far distance, Fontana, like that. Coming on around, looking toward the northern view, over through there, looking towards Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, High Top Mountain, different things, Mount Gayot, Newfound Gap. Then coming around to the eastern view, looking toward Mountain Mitchell and Cherokee. It's gorgeous out today. Well, I'm headed down here to this Mount College shelter. We stayed up there in the sunlight at Clingmans for a while and just chit-chatted and talked, a bunch of us, and go down here and I might stay in the shelter or set up my hammock. I'm not sure. It just depends on what kind of space. I know a lot of people was trying to get here to stay. So anyway, and then make our mind up about what we're going to do tomorrow. But it's been a beautiful day, a lot of beautiful views and everything. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better day to hike in. Weather was just perfect. But anyway, I'm gonna walk down through here. We did cross over 200 miles, so that was another stepping stone. And then just been basking in the sunlight. All right, we'll see you later. Bye.